Hey everybody, I am so excited to have you here with me today. You survived the holidays. We all survived the holidays and 2020. Something to cheer about. As I was thinking about the start of the new year, I kept thinking about just comfort and being home a lot, and just that's kind of what I wanted. And so I thought of chili because that seems like an easy meal for me. It's something that's like warm and comforting. And so I want to share with you this chili recipe. If you all saw the white chili chicken, that has been like a classic favorite. All of my friends ask me for that recipe. They love it. But to be honest, I was making it like 3 or 4 times every winter, and that was just a bit too much. So came up with a more traditional chili, which is what I'm going to share with you today. It's an easy crock pot, so you can make it. I try to make it like afternoon, like probably like 1 o'clock, and then we'll eat about 5 because you need a long time to slow cook. But basically all you need is a 2 cans of pinto beans. And then I really like tri beans. It's kidney, pinto, and black beans. So I like that combination. And then we have, let me grab this. Our meat of choice is, I really like this brand of plant-based meat. So it's not animal, obviously, because it's made from plants. But I really like this brand. It's has still a lot of flavor, and it works really good with chili, but you can obviously add any sort of like ground meat that you want. And then we do a red pepper. And then my family, we like a little spicy, so we do some cut up jalapenos. You can jump in jalapenos. You can substitute these for green bell pepper if you want, or yellow. But okay, so let's get this started. The first thing one other thing you're gonna need is chicken stock. Or beef stock. Beef, if you're doing like ground beef is probably the way to go, but I had chicken stock. Obviously, we're not vegetarians completely, but you can substitute this either for the beef, like I said, or you could do a veggie stock too, which kind of makes more sense since I'm doing the plant-based meat, but whatever. We're just going with it. Okay, so to get this started, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna open up your can and drain all of the juice, and then add in all of the beans. I want you guys to, speaking at the beginning of this video, talking about 2020. In the comments, I want you to tell me what was like the best thing that happened during 2020, because I know that there were a lot of hardships, there were a lot of struggles that people faced, and I don't want to diminish that, but I want to focus on the positive things. Y'all know me, I am glass half full. So in the comments, I want you to tell me what was the best thing that came out of 2020 for you personally. Okay, so we added those 3 cans of beans, and then you're gonna wanna add your meat. Oh my goodness, I need scissors. It's a good thing I have them nearby. Obviously when I cook, you have realized that I talk in accents. Occasionally I become Southern. Sometimes I become British, you never know. Okay, I'm gonna clean those suckers. What I just do, I don't know how any of y'all feel about this, but I literally just plop the meat right in. Because I figure it's gonna cook, it's just gonna separate, so kind of let it just do its thing. So after you've added the meat and the beans, let's chop up our red pepper and the jalapenos. We'll start with the red pepper. I've been really surprised at how much heat, as in spice heat, my kids can take. My 4 and 5-year-old, well, I guess he's 6 now, geez. The time just flies. But they really like spicy food. They totally get that from their dad too, because I grew up, I love my mama, but my mom never cooked with like spices. She likes, I hate saying bland because it makes it sound bad, but she liked food the way she liked it. So we didn't do a lot of spicy stuff. And so it's fun to see how adventurous my kids are with eating. I've yet to have them try sushi. That's one thing that I think they're a little hesitant to try, but they're still a little young for that. Maybe not, I don't know. So peppers, I like to cut them up. I mean, like bite size. Like you don't want them to be too big, but you also don't want them, you want them to be visible. You don't want them to be like microscopic and nobody knows where the peppers are. So that's kind of a good gauge as far as the size goes. If you guys like bell peppers, I have a really good, it's harvest stuffed bell pepper recipe that is so good. It's like quinoa and cranberry and I can't remember what else, but it is full of goodness. So I will link to that somewhere up in here so y'all can get that recipe too. Okay, this is taking me quite some time. I don't know why, but I find chopping things like soothing. I was at a party, this was years ago, on 4th of July, and we were all kind of like getting the food ready. We were all in the kitchen kind of dancing around each other, you know, and anything that needed chopped, I was like, give it to me. I will chop till all the chopping be done. I just find it relaxing. Okay, so in goes your red bell pepper, and then go ahead and cut up either your green bell pepper or I do 2 jalapenos. Now, one thing with jalapenos, if they're too spicy for you, is don't include the seeds. Just get the skin part, and then they won't be as spicy. I'm just gonna cut those off. Okay. If you're doing, you could always do frozen bell peppers. If you do that, I would probably do like a cup to a cup and a half if you are going that route. That's the thing I love about chili, is if you've lost track of time or you don't know what to do, you can kind of throw a bunch of stuff that you have in the freezer together, which is always nice, and just have a good meal at the end of the day. Okay, so put in that. Okay, so the next thing is seasoning, spices, all that good stuff. You can do whatever combination you like, whatever stuff floats your fancy. But what we're doing for this recipe is I have some garlic powder, some onion powder, chili powder, and then paprika. So the way that I feel like with seasoning is it's kind of like your own personal preference of how much you want to put stuff in. What I like to do is just do like a sprinkle across the top of each of these, and then I add a little extra paprika. If you like more of the onion and garlic, add more of that. I always say start off slow because you can kind of test it and see if you need more seasoning. So definitely start out with a lower amount and work your way up. So once you have all of that in the crock pot, then you're gonna wanna take whatever stock you have and put about half of this in there. So if that's 32 ounces, 8 cups, so you're gonna put about 4 cups. And then again, as it's cooking, if you're seeing that it's a little dry, you can add more of this. You can also add more cheese at the end, and that's gonna also kind of make it a little more moist if it happens to be dry. I hope you guys try this recipe, and I hope that it brings you so much warmth and comfort during this cold month of January. And as always, I hope that it inspires you to gather the people you love in your home. It's okay. I kind of heard you coming, so I was like, hurry and wrap it up.
So when you come out in here, you get some of your spices and your juices, and you get everything flowing.
Your juices be flowing. Probably gonna cut that one out.